Welcome to Sprint Vector. Before you start racing at top speeds, we'll first need to calibrate our system to match your range of motion. Please follow the instructions on the screen in front of you. Alright, if you ever need to adjust these settings, hit that recalibrate button to your left. Now that we're calibrated, it's time to go over the basic controls. This is the trigger button. It will be used for many different actions in Sprint Vector. Go ahead and press the trigger 3 times with your index finger. Nice work! In Sprint Vector, we call the trackpad the jump button. It doesn't matter where you press on the jump button, as long as you press it down. Press the jump button 3 times with your thumb. Sweet! These are the grip buttons. While racing, be careful not to accidentally clench these buttons in the heat of the moment. Using your middle fingers, press down on the grip buttons 3 times. Excellent! This is the menu button. Hold this button to open the menu anytime outside of this tutorial. For now, press the menu button 3 times. Nice job! Let's go over the basic action used to play Sprint Vector. We call this action your stride. Your stride will be used throughout Sprint Vector to move you forward like you were sprinting. With good form, you can move faster with less effort. First, we'll show you. Now, swing your arm downwards. Fantastic. Now try it. Cool. Next, we'll add buttons to the mix. Put your hand in the glowing area in front of you, but this time, hold down the trigger button. Good work. Awesome. Now, try it again with your left hand. Good. Great. Now that you have the motion and timing down, we just need to add speed. The more effort you put into your stride, the more speed you'll get in return. Repeat the same motion you did earlier, but make sure to release the trigger past your hip mid-swing. Try to reach the speed marked on the speedometer in front of you using your right hand. Put your hand in the glowing area in front of you and hold the trigger. Then, swing your arm down following the arc and release the trigger when your arm passes your hip. Nice work! Now try faster. Reach at least the medium speed marked on the speedometer using your left hand. Make sure you're releasing mid-swing, past your hip. Make sure to release the trigger while your arm is still in motion. Sweet! Great!
I went way
In
fast.
Sprint
I was
Vector,
like,
you can reach maximum speed shown on that speedometer with one swing of your arm. Remember that your stride will be used all the time in Sprint Vector. By maintaining good form, you can go much faster for significantly less effort. And trust me, you'll need that extra energy to pull off all the sweet stunts you can see in this video.
alright.
Let's get you moving. To skate, apply the stride
Hi, guys.
motion you learned earlier. First,
We're playing
raise your hand out in
Victor.
front of you
I'm doing
and hold
the
the trigger
tutorial.
button.
As you can see.
Next, swing your arm down and release the trigger button
But,
mid-swing past your hip, just like you did before. This should feel like running. Let's see if you can make it down to the end of the track.
Guys. Oh, yes.
You can alternate your arm swings, just like excellent. Now that you can skate, you should be able to make it to the end of any racetrack. While skating, the more effort you put into sprinting, the faster you'll go. As you go faster, you'll start to see lightning form around your vision. To make it past these gaps, you'll need to be going pretty fast. Use the speedometer under this video to check your speed.
Okay.
Swing harder and faster so you can build up more speed.
Oh,
The more
I'm really
effort
good
you
at
put into
this.
sprinting, the faster you'll go. Great job!
Oh, it left
You might
off
have
me.
noticed that you also have a personal speedometer attached to you. Use it to gauge your speed while sprinting. Turning is simple. Just sprint in the direction you are looking. Turn your upper body to face the direction you want to go. The faster you go, the more control you'll have when turning. The finish line is right around the corner. You can make it. If you want to turn, you'll have to turn your body to face the direction you want to go. Awesome! Now you can turn and follow the curves of our tracks.
My arms feel a little tired.
Brake. Just hold down both grip buttons and you'll come to a stop. Try using the brakes to stop yourself from running off this ledge. Squeeze the grip buttons and hold on tight to stop. Braking allows you to control how you want to race by giving you the ability to regulate your speed
that,
while
and then I hold
running
these
and
two
falling.
grip buttons.
Next up, let's go over the basic motion used for jumping. Jumping in sprint vector is a lot like launching yourself off the ground with your hands. With good form, you can jump higher and further with minimal effort. Put your hand in the glowing area in front of you and hold down the jump button. Good work! Now swing your arm, following the arrow down, and let go of the jump button as your hand reaches the bottom. Fantastic! Now, try it again with your... Nice job! You can also jump using both hands. Try this motion by swinging both hands down at the same time. As your swings pass the indicated position... Excellent!
I did it.
Now that you got the motion down, let's unlock movement and try it for real. Try jumping around in place 3 times with either or both hands. Make sure to reach the jump force indicated on the jumpometer. Cool! Great! Now you're ready to try some obstacles. Let's get you jumping. You will need to apply everything you just learned to jump over these hurdles. Let's jump these hurdles to get to the finish line. You can clear them from a standing position. Raise your hand up above you and hold down the jump button to start. Then, swing down with all of your might and release the jump button along the way. You can jump twice. Give it a try.
That's what I did over there.
You made it.
That's what I actually
Congratulations.
did over
Now you
there.
can jump over obstacles along your way,
That's what I
even
did
while
over
moving at
there.
top speeds.
That's what I did over there.
During a race, you can jump across vast gaps after gaining some momentum from sprinting first. While your momentum carries you forward, you can jump at any point, even if you're already falling. Try running and then jumping to make it across these gaps. Jump using only the jump button after you've built enough momentum from sprinting.
Come on.
Don't worry about falling. You can jump twice at any time, whether you're in the air or on the ground. Now that you know how to jump while running, you will be able to soar through the racetrack and avoid obstacles easily. Now that you know the basics, let's put you to the test. Make it to the end of the track.
Oh yes, go.
Awesome. Nice work.
I can see it.
Fantastic. Nice job. You made it. Now that you've finished learning the basics, you're ready to take on the first race course. If you want to learn more mechanics, try the intermediate tutorials.
Thanks, man. Thanks, tutorial manager. Thanks, tutorial dude.
Welcome back to the Sprint Vector Championship Intergalactica!
That's right, folks. Time to tune in to the galaxy's greatest sport.
Here we go!
I'm just doing a short one.
It's another cold day on the world of eternal winter, Asgard Beta.
It's a world full of thrills, spills, and deadly zero-degree chills.
It's impossible.
You're swimming with the sharks now.
In this cup.
You mean the refreshing and delicious Razzie we're contractually
Oh,
obligated to
yes.
drink each race?
Yeah, I mean, what is this and where can I get more?
Having trouble out there, racers? Remember, brush up on your skills with the tutorials. And then in your... You know, it's unusual for contestants to reach this checkpoint with so few injuries.
My thoughts exactly. That's some real athleticism.
Or at least some real luck.
Yes.
The crowd does love this season's new arena tracks, and they aren't alone.
I'd love them more with a few contestants caught in them.
Ding! Checkpoint! Time to turn it up! This is the last leg, folks!
I'm under a tree. What? I'm stuck. Get out. Got stuck in the tree. No, okay.
We've got a great crop of contestants this year, Shred. Who are you rooting for?
The tracks.
I forgot. I did. Get out. I can heal you guys. I can heal you.
Racing sure can be hard, Mr. E. What can
Yeah.
we do to get better at it?
Well, Shran, I am glad you asked. Right now, we have our resident champion coach teaching all his winning moves
And she's
in our
already
tutorial
there.
courses. And it's a decisive loss for that contestant. Our competitors today are drinking fine water. Fine water. Hydrate your body, hydrate your mind.
Bipedal cartilaginous species can pose a predatory threat.
I was way last.
Normal for there to be so much.
No, this is back to tutorial.
Let's learn some intermediate skills. While in air, you can fly by extending both arms forward and holding down the trigger buttons on both hands. Just like you're a superhero. You can't jump here, so you gotta soar to reach the finish line. Try and make it to that cliff above you by flying. Just barely missing the ledge? Try holding both
I'm
trigger
doing it,
buttons
and
earlier in the launch to gain even more distance.
I did do it. I just need to pick up enough speed and then.
While midair, hold both hands in front of you. You made it across. With
all I do is
flying,
just
you
hold
can make
down the
much further
trigger.
gaps than you normally would by just falling. Remember, you can fly whenever you want. You don't need a boost. While flying, you can turn by simply twisting your arms, kind of like steering a car. Point your head and hands in the direction you want to go. Try to make it to the end by steering around these walls.
We did it.
To turn faster while flying, Try lowering an arm in the direct. Now that you know how to turn midair, you can
I
better
just
control
turned like
yourself
this.
on the racetrack when flying. To climb up a wall, simply pull yourself up by grabbing the green handles.
Like, just like
To
it.
grab a handle, hold the trigger button over the handle, and your hand will snap to the nearest grabbable object. You can't jump here. Try and climb to the top of these walls. While climbing, you will want to pull yourself up and over the edge. Reach out towards the closest grippable object and hold the trigger button to grab one. Move your hand down to pull yourself up. Good job! Now you can scale up climbable walls. You can also fling yourself up a wall to climb faster. To fling yourself, first grab a handle with the trigger button, hold it above your head, and then throw it straight down to the floor. Release the trigger button on the way down. You can't slow climb these. Make it up the walls by flinging yourself upwards. Having trouble flinging yourself? Try to imagine throwing a ball downwards to the floor. The harder you throw, the further you'll fling. To fling yourself, grab any handle, look up, then swing your arm straight down and release the button along the way.
No.
Remember to release the trigger button midway through your swing when your hand is moving fastest to fling yourself at higher speeds. Remember to look up so you can see where you're going when you fling yourself. Avoid scrambling up a wall. It's always faster and easier to fling yourself up a wall. Deliberately fling your arm towards the ground and release the node. Look up so
That
you can
was
direct
easy, but
yourself
really
easily.
it's hard. Yeah, it really is.
Remember to release the
sounds
trigger
easy,
button
but it
midway
really
through your
is hard.
swing when your hand is moving fastest to fling yourself at higher speeds.
Nope. Yes.
Avoid scrambling up a wall. It's always faster and easier to fling yourself up a wall.
Oh.
To fling yourself, grab any handle, look up, then swing your arm straight down and release the button along the way.
No.
Having trouble flinging yourself? Try to imagine throwing a ball downwards to the floor. The harder you throw, the further you'll fling.
I'm just holding on and I'm just sliding
Remember
on.
to look up so you can see where you're going when you fling yourself. Having trouble flinging yourself? Try to imagine throwing a ball downwards to the floor. The harder you throw, the further you'll fling.
Yes. Oh no. So close.
To fling yourself, grab any handle, look up, then swing your arm straight down and release the button along the way.
No.
Remember to release the trigger button midway through your swing when your hand is moving fastest to fling yourself at higher speeds. Avoid scrambling up a wall. It's always faster and easier to fling yourself up a wall. Fantastic! Now you can quickly scale up climbable walls by flinging yourself ahead of the competition. Double tap the trigger button to shoot your glove blast and blow things out of the way. Glove blast the target to open up the path. Double tap the trigger button to fire the glove blast. The glove blast can be used not only to interact with the environment, but also to defend yourself from others.
What?
While racing, you can also grab power-ups to augment your vector gloves. Smash through a power ball, and double tap the trigger to activate your new ability. Use Nitro to boost your way across this gap. Use Nitro to boost your way across this gap. Double tap the trigger to activate your power.
Oh, so I
After
can't.
activation, hold the trigger button to keep boosting with nitro. While
I just
nitro is
double
active,
tap
you
the
don't need to keep
trigger
sprinting.
button.
Use it to take the lead with minimum effort. Now that you understand these new mechanics, let's put you to the test. Use what you just learned to make it to the end of the track.
No.
Awesome. Nice work. Excellent.
Oh. No.
Nice job. Great. Now that you completed these tutorials, you're ready to tackle beginner and intermediate race courses. Or you can come back and try the advanced tutorial if you want to master sprint
Advanced.
vector.
No, the next one's advanced.
Oh my goodness, Anthony, you made it.
I'm going to the next one.
Okay, now let's get to the advanced stuff. You might have noticed these green ribbons earlier in the climbing tutorial. These are called grip streams. You can grab anywhere on a grip stream by holding the trigger button over it. Once you grab on, it will carry you along its path. Use these grip streams to reach the next platform. Grab onto the grip stream by holding your... Any momentum you have before grabbing onto the grip stream will be kept during the ride. For this grip stream, you'll want to fling yourself across its length, just like you did in the climb and fling tutorial. To fling yourself, grab anywhere on the grip stream, throw your arm back, and release the trigger button mid-swing. Fling yourself along this grip stream to reach the ledge above. You'll need to fling yourself multiple times before you reach the end to gain enough speed.
So.
To fling yourself along a grip stream, make sure you have a good grip on it.
Made
Then
it.
swing your arm back and release just like climbing. Flinging is always much faster and easier than simply holding onto the grip string. The air brake allows you to slam towards the ground. Braking midair is
Yeah.
just like braking on the ground. Just hold down both grip buttons and plummet downward. Integrating the air brake into
I
your
did it
races
straight
will allow you
away.
to reduce the amount of hang time left over from flying or falling. In addition, you can combine flying with air brake to keep forward momentum while dropping. Drifting allows you to turn in place without moving your body. While skating, hold both the trigger and jump buttons down on one hand to drift in that direction. Drift this corner with your right hand to avoid falling into the pit.
Boom.
Not quite there. Make sure you're drifting the entire curve and making it to the end. Once you have the trigger and jump button held down, almost got it. Make sure not to let go of your drift buttons during the drift. Drift the entire curve of the track. Make sure to drift over all the white floors. The The floors will light up as you drift across them. Make sure the entire curve lights up before making it to the end.
Oh, they're not. It says it's supposed to. But it says the ground's
Almost there.
supposed to light
Make sure
up.
that you're drifting around the entire curve.
Oh!
Nice!
Around the
Additionally,
whole
you can
entire
sprint with your other hand
curve,
while
it
drifting to
says.
build more speed.
It says the whole entire curve.
You can pull your drift hand closer or further from your body to drift tighter or wider curves respectively. Drift around this corner with your left hand by pulling your drift hand close to your body.
No, I didn't make it. I fell into the pit.
Hold the trigger and jump
Oh,
buttons on your
so
left
close.
hand, then bring that hand close to your body for a tighter drift.
Oh! It says left hand will make you drift towards the left. See? And then the next one does the right hand. So it's
Remember,
because
to
I'm
drift while
doing.
skating, hold the trigger and jump button down on
Yes.
one hand and drift in that direction.
Oh no! I'm keep doing like a big one. Don't slide off. No! Never. Oh yes, yes,
Hold
yes.
the trigger and
No,
jump button
no,
on your
no,
left
no,
hand
no,
and
no.
drift towards the left. Drift around this wider corner with
Check
your
one.
right hand by pushing your drift hand further from your body.
Come on. I'm right at
Drift
the
around this
end.
corner, you
Yes,
need to hold your drift hand far from your body.
So close. Come on, come on, come on. No! Why? It's not even working. Come on.
To drift while drifting with your right hand will turn you towards the right. Nice! By pulling
there
your
you
drift
go.
hand closer or pushing it further from your body,
There was
you can
like one
control your
that,
drift
that
rate.
wasn't lighting up for some reason.
Great! Now that you understand these advanced mechanics, it's time to put you to the test. Make it to the end of the track.
Oh my goodness!
Fantastic.
Oh my goodness! See how fast I was?
Cool!
Oh, come on. Come on! Apologize, please! I'm like, can you apologize, please? Look
Nice
at
job!
this. Wow.
Congratulations on finishing the tutorials! Now you should know everything you need to race on any racetrack.
Yes.
If you want to know more about power-ups, feel free to try them out in the Power-Up Playground. If you
Oh, the
ever need to
power-
practice or to refresh your skills, feel free to play any of the tutorials again.
Oh, I finished them all. I finished them. Finished all of them. Nice. So I finished all of them. Power up tutorial. Let's do the power ups. There's one more that's the power ups.
During races, you can smash through power balls to get power-ups that augment your vector gloves. When you get a power-up, double tap the trigger button to use it. This area is a playground where you can test various power-ups on yourself. Go ahead and try out all the power-ups. When
Oh.
you'd like to leave, skate over to the exit behind you. The compressor mine is a high-gravity field that makes turning difficult and does incremental damage to. The crash missile disables the locomotion of a racer. If you can hit someone with one, they won't be able to skate, jump, or fly until it wears off. The Hornet Barrage fires off 3 missiles that will lock on and chase opponents down. Each successful hit makes it more difficult for a racer to build and maintain speed for a short duration.
Oh. Mine.
The compressor mine is a high-gravity field that makes turning difficult and does incremental damage to anyone inside its radius. Place compressor mines next to hazards or big drops to create deadly traps to punish your opponent.
Okay, it's going away. Oh, these are mine.
The prox mine lies in wait until another racer enters the bubble, triggering an explosion. The explosion knocks back all nearby racers and disables their locomotion for a short time.
But these like mine too. Oh, those just sprint you away. More attacks.
The crash missile disables the locomotion of a racer. If you can hit someone with one, they won't be able to skate, jump, or fly until it wears off.
Let me do that. Come here.
The Hornet barrage fires off 3 missiles that will lock on and chase opponents down. Each successful hit, Nitro will boost you to extreme speeds. Double tap to activate, then hold the trigger button to boost your speed. While Nitro is active,
Oh my God.
you don't need to keep sprinting. Use it to take a break without losing speed. Overdrive will remove the limits on your speed. Double tap the trigger to activate, and then start skating with all your might.
Oh, yes. What did happen? It's it!
If you want to play around more later, you can come back here anytime to try out all of the different power-ups.
Yeah, bye. We did all of them. Bye guys, see you later. Bye guys.